Good morning. My name is Pearl Ryans, and my speech is over the Afghanistan war. And before I start, I'm gonna try my best not to add my opinions, but here we go. Since the year 2001, there has been plenty of conflicts and clash that was triggered by what we all know as the 9/11. Afterwards, it had been hard on us, but also a life lesson and motivation to improve our security system, such as in our airports and any public events, such as, restaurants, all that. Skip all the way to more current problems with Afghanistan in the year 2020. September 12th, 2020, Afghanistan peace talks began by representatives of Taliban, of the Afghanistan government, and civil society meet face to face for the very first time in Doha after nearly 20 years of war. If you are living under a rock and don't know who and what the Taliban is, it is a Deobandi Islamic fundamentalist military base jihadist political movement in Afghanistan that is designated by some countries as terrorist organizations. And yes, us, the United States, is one of them that views the Taliban as a terrorist organization. The direct negotiations, which were delayed for months over a prisoner swap proposed in the earlier U.S. Taliban deal, began after the Afghanistan government completes the release of 5,000 Taliban prisoners. And before you ask, why are we making a deal with the people who caused the 9/11? So what's going on is that Afghanistan, the women and the kids there are getting treated poorly, and they just not doing okay. Like they really just out there having no type of government, no type of morals, and the Taliban is just trying to take over. So that's why the United States is trying to come in and help out and come up with some deal to fix all this, so it could fix us basically. During opening remarks, both sides expressed eagerness to bring peace to Afghanistan, establish a framework for Afghanistan society after U.S. troops withdraw. The government pushes for a ceasefire while the Taliban retaliates its call for the country to be governed through the Islamic system. Just a month later, U.S. announces troop withdrawal. Acting U.S. Defense Secretary Christopher C. Miller announces plans to have the numbers of troops in Afghanistan to 2,500 by mid-January. And this was decided just days before Joe Biden was elected president. Now you can kind of see why that could be a problem for us. Thousands of troops had already been pulled out of following an agreement with the Taliban in February, moving closer to fulfilling President Trump's campaign promise to end the so-called forever wars. The announcement comes as negotiations between the Afghanistan government and the Taliban are deadlocked, and military group continues to launch deadly attacks. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg warns that the withdrawing troops too early could allow Afghanistan to become a haven for terrorists and the Islamic State to rebuild its capital. On April 14, 2021, President Biden announces that the United States will not meet the deadline set under the U.S. Taliban, and this agreement was a deal with the Taliban and President Trump. And President Joe Biden is basically saying that he's not going by that deadline, and instead he releases a plan for a full withdrawal by September 11, 2020 to 2021 instead of May 1st, which was Trump's decision. It's time to end America's longest war, Joe Biden says, and the remaining 3,500 troops in Afghanistan will be withdrawn regardless of whether progress is made in Afghanistan. Peace talks are Taliban reduces its attacks on Afghanistan security forces and citizens. NATO troops in Afghanistan will also leave. Biden says Washington will continue to assist Afghanistan security forces and support the peace process as much as they know how. The Taliban says it will not participate in any conference on Afghanistan's future until its foreign troops leave. So basically, Joe Biden just kind of like stumped on what all the previous presidents worked hard for, by we had sent troops out there to Afghanistan, so, to dig a little and help out with the women and kids mostly that are getting treated poorly, and help out with their government or whatever. And on YouTube you can easily search up videos of when the troops there were coming back home, and they flew, and the videos, like, it shows how the citizens in Afghanistan were just crying and trying to jump on the plane, and like they flew up the air trying to come to our home because they are getting treated bad. And if you don't know, there is a war right now with Russia, and so United States is kind of in between, and we are trying to help out with our technology and as much as we can. But Joe Biden, as you can see, he don't want us to have no parts in it, really. So we just trying to help out as best as we can. But thank you.